Holy crap.
Oh my god. Yes.
They're actually going to go down.
Oh.
Guys.
I thought these guys would be very fitting for today.
Oh,
We're watching the finale of The Bad Batch. I have
wow.
Darth Vader and I have Boba Fett with me today.
Oh,
and
nice.
Kamino is not doing well at all.
Oh,
I
So
mean, The
it's
Bad
not-
Batch
The
is...
guys are stuck in there.
they're running,
Sure
trying to
are.
find a way off planet. And everything's being
As it's
shot
being
up.
exploded and
Right.
destroyed.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely
yeah.
destroyed. And I mean, how emotional too. Like, we just felt everything. The music was great, the animation,
yes.
watching Omega to her face and how scared
Uh-huh.
she was. And I know we discussed it last time where we were trying to figure out how they were going to get off, if they could go under the tunnels again and find a ship to get off planet. But
That's right.
Right, and who
That's
knows
right.
better than Omega? She knows
Yes, she
that place like
definitely-
the back of her hand, and it's so sad because this is her home.
That's right, it is.
Isn't
no
that
matter how
crazy?
sad
All the
that
clones.
she was brought up. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's so crazy to
Right.
actually see everything getting destroyed. Like, everything, there's no going to be no trace afterwards. It's just
Oh,
insane.
jeez.
So, welcome back, guys. Storm here.
Mom here. Hi.
Kimmy here.
Shall we get into the finale?
Yes,
Yes.
let's do it.
We have been waiting to watch this. We were
Oh,
very
boy.
excited, and we don't watch things always back to back. We try to sometimes, and then it premieres weekly on the on the channel. This time we couldn't because we didn't have time. But yeah, so I'm very excited to see this one. 116. Appropriate
Yeah.
and sad.
And it's
Have the famous sound.
oh boy.
Wow. Holy crap.
Oh my god. Yes.
They're actually going to go down.
Oh.
Guys.
Freaking doors always still work. We were so scared of the doors in Star Wars.
Yes.
All Kaminoan facilities have collapsed.
Aw.
Oh, shit. Oh,
See,
boy.
it was our home for everyone.
He said it hesitantly.
Rendezvous with the fleet.
Insane.
I do not wish to alarm you, but if you do not vacate this compartment, you will soon perish, and I will be left here on my own.
Aw.
Hunter, you copy? Pink, Echo, is anyone there? Rigger!
I cannot override the protocols from here.
I can.
Okay.
I can.
Yes, record.
You survived the aerial bombardment, but are now moments away from drowning.
Oh my god, he's almost.
This realism.
Holy crap.
Oh boy. Oh.
Oh wow, it works underwater too. Nice.
Wow.
We have to get the door open.
See, and she wasn't even looking for praise or anything. She's concerned
No.
about life saving and getting them out
That's
of there.
right, yeah.
She's so good. And then close it again. All right, good.
If you want to stay here and die, that's your call.
Only gave him a choice.
I wonder if they were all still active too, like babies in there.
Jeez.
Mm. Yeah, because they only took critical
Oh.
personnel.
Yeah.
They're all hitting their heads.
Is he?
Oh, oh,
We need him. So much pressure
Oh my
underwater
gosh,
though. Like,
oh.
can they even get out of there now? They are so far underwater.
Most of the facility must be
Crap.
oh. Whoops.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
compromised.
We're not safe
We
for
need to
now.
get to a space that's more secure.
Oh,
Go with him.
Run.
oh, guys.
This is our room? Oh, what happened to it?
At least the smell's gone.
Check it out.
Soldiers follow orders. Blind allegiance makes you a pawn. A real leader protects his squad.
We landed on the underwater tunnel.
Ah.
Oh,
Oh.
why?
If we we use it to reach the base post, we could get back to the Marauder.
You still.
I know it's bad. I mean, but this is a great way to learn and bond
Yes, it is.
and understand each other.
Oh, look at
We need to go back.
You done complaining?
And don't, yeah, just
If it
walk.
wasn't for you, we wouldn't be in this mess.
It is his nature. You cannot change that. He cannot change that. Understanding you does not mean that I agree with you.
Yeah, you're gonna have a break at some point. Or a freaking whale or something's gonna hit us.
Oh, it sounds like. Whoa.
Okay, that'll make you run.
Yeah.
Well, I guess so.
Oh, it's gonna go right
Oh, it's
for it.
gonna
Oh,
ram
no.
right on it.
No.
It's gonna ram it.
Oh god, I have to go up? Yeah, maybe he can seal off part of the tunnel. Crap. Or not.
Maybe. Ooh.
Come on, guys. Come on, Wrecker.
Oh, come
Who's
on.
the lowest?
My God.
Good.
Oh, oh God.
This outcome is satisfactory.
Now what?
Tell them again.
Okay, keep climbing.
What is this place? Omega was created before us. Technically, she is older than we are.
That's what kind of weirded me out when we heard that, and I just let it go.
Yeah.
That's strange.
That tunnel was the only way to the Marauder.
Oh boy.
Oh no, how are they gonna get there?
This is what happens when you let a kid call the shots.
Well, you're not doing anything.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you're so insulted.
Kid saved your
He's always.
Barring any extraneous complications, I should be able to complete the task.
Won't that be dangerous?
His battery's running low too.
I barely fit in this thing.
Quit complaining. At least you're not doubled up. Seal him up.
Huh.
It will be.
Everything gets way worse before it gets better. I really hope this works. Oh, debris.
Oh,
Can't see anything.
Crap.
yeah.
Oh,
Doing great, AZ.
Keep watching.
No.
Oh, crap, crap, nope.
Hmm.
And he's
oh
malfunctioning.
no, he's going. It's going down. Battery's almost depleted.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
It's okay. AZ's got me.
Oh no, he's gonna die. Oh no.
I have completed my
No!
Oh, and then they
Oh,
can
yeah.
never retrieve him. He's gonna sink to the bottom.
I'm going after AZ.
No!
Oh my goodness, he's got.
You don't know how deep you are
Oh
still.
my gosh.
Come on, really?
Look at that. Oh
doing
my
now?
God, look at him.
Oh, it's a lifeline.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
I was like, that's too ridiculous. I'm so
Yeah,
happy he's
yeah.
helping.
Wow, so bad too.
Team effort.
Oh,
Mhm. Thank God.
you saved him. Well, that's good.
That was incredible to get
Wow,
them out of there.
that's good.
Mhm. That's so sad.
Oh, sad. Oh. Oh.
I'm glad they have AZ too. I thought he was going to be lost in the ocean.
Oh, isn't that
Yeah.
great?
Yeah.
You're still their brother, Crosshair. You're my brother too.
Oh. Well,
How incredible.
he made his choice.
Oh, cool. Look at that.
The Empire has big things planned for you.
Poor thing.
Tables have turned.
Aw.
Oh, had a feeling that
Day
it
for
was.
loading! Oh, that was so
Aw.
freaking good.
It was good.
I love that music at the end, how it changed like that, like doom, like you have no
Oh my
control.
gosh,
You're a
it was so
slave
much.
to us.
Yeah.
We kill you when
That's
you want,
right.
when we
We're
want,
gonna
and
do what we want.
you're
Boy.
just a number, and you better serve us well, or you're done.
Oh,
How
jeez.
emotional again! What an episode! This
Yeah,
was a great
Mom,
finale.
Yeah,
So,
sure it was.
what did you guys think about Crosshair not going with them? Did you think he would stay behind? Did you think he was going to actually change his mind and go with them at the end?
I was hoping he was going to change his mind and go with him, but his mind's set on the other way.
He's too set that he will not.
Yeah,
I
he's
knew
stubborn.
he wasn't going to go. He was
Yeah,
just
he's-
too. Yeah, he's
Set
stubborn.
in his
He's
way,
just set in his ways. He's very bitter.
Yeah.
He's going to find out.
You know, he thinks he's going to be a big part of the Empire,
Yeah.
and they left him to die,
Mm-hmm.
and he just
They did.
doesn't get that. He just thinks that, you know, they're
Don't
going
want
to they're going to even, you know, probably think more of me because I survived that. But he might lie too and say that the Bad Batch is dead.
Ooh,
I mean,
maybe.
how is-
Who knows,
you know,
maybe.
how is he gonna?
I'm curious.
You gonna pick him
Yeah.
up, or hopefully, otherwise he's a goner.
I know. Can you imagine? Like,
On
oh
that
crap, this really
platform
didn't go
when
well.
That's right.
Because here they were focused on destroying the main part of, you know, like everything there. But like here you have this other platform that's pretty far away because we know the scale of everything that we see in Star Wars. It's always grand. It's always huge.
Right.
But, you know, you're watching an ocean. You're destroying everything that you can possibly see. So I was just surprised they didn't see that platform, or maybe just didn't care because they thought maybe it would go underground or get pulled with the tubes with the main part. But yeah, so for them not to destroy that, thank God, that was their only way off planet.
Yeah, and their ship
That's
was
right.
just pleasantly right on there, so it is surprising that they didn't demolish that too.
Yeah, so maybe
That's
they
right.
didn't see it because the ocean can't
Yeah.
be big and the ship is humongous, so it might look like a little itty bitty speck. And with the water
Yeah.
moving or something, maybe you just don't really notice it. It goes underwater a lot too, and I guess it's like a hidden place where, like Omega was saying, where I guess a lot of people don't know about it. I'm thinking they wouldn't
Yeah,
know
it's like
about
its
it,
own
but
separate
Yeah.
network that Nalase had, right?
yeah. So
Yeah,
thank God that was
yes.
there. But I'm hoping at this point that Crosshair will be picked up. And I think that's interesting too, because I know we debated about him saying he had the inhibitor chip removed, but we were kind of debating that because he even said, again, good soldiers follow orders, but that was like his own mindset anyways, where I kept in denial thinking that he was mixed up because it was the chip saying these things, and then he believed it because maybe he likes certain things that happen, or he does believe in certain things that the chip made him do. But I was thinking it was a mix of the two, where it wasn't fully him still, that it was still the chip that also convinced him. But now I see that it was truly him. I thought it was interesting too that all the way to the end he was true to his character. He was very stubborn,
Yes,
and
very stubborn.
we kept seeing him look away, like Omega trying to connect with him, saving his life, where he was almost like second guessing himself, but he's too stubborn to admit it. And he was like, oh God, like
And he
So
guilt,
had
much
guilt.
so,
I'll
even,
tell
you
ya.
know, going at Hunter because they're like the alpha and alpha, you know, of the
Yeah.
team, and insulting, you know, oh, you're going to listen to this girl or whatever. It's a team effort, and that's what Crosshair doesn't get.
Mhm.
It's a
Mhm.
team, and
Yeah.
it's not like a pecking order where you just listen to one person and you listen to your whole team. Everyone has
Sure.
something to contribute, and that's what the guys got about Omega. She has a lot to contribute.
Oh, definitely. God, she's got a lot. Yeah.
Especially
Man, how
there.
intense, huh? This was like so intense to watch. And he struggled, the whole entire time. But I like that because now we just assumed
Yes.
the chip completely made up his mind, and that was his own decision that he agreed to be part of the Empire, because he probably likes the feeling of being respected, being honored, like, wow, you're such a great soldier. But he's not really, like, it seems good in his mind because he's getting what he wants. But again, when it comes down to it, he'll learn next season, I'm sure he'll be back next season, that he is just a number. And when crap hits the fan, they're going to just scrap him. I mean, look at here.
Yeah.
You know, he was on Kamino and the whole place is getting destroyed. Like, did they not know he
That's
was there?
Right.
That's
Maybe
right.
they
And
thought,
the-
oh, he'd
yeah.
escape no matter what. It's okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, look what they did to all the other clones. And it might backfire on him if he tells the Empire that the Bad Batch was killed. They're all dead. He knew them like the back of their hand, the Bad Batch. So that was a great, hook that he had with Rampart, that he can tell them, I know how to get to those guys. I can get them. They're our biggest threat right now or whatever. But now if he says they're gone, I mean, what value does he have as a soldier to them?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so
I'm hoping if he did lie, it was because, but that would make more sense where he wants to seem better in front of them or to protect them, because I know he still cares for them too. I like their interaction because we know that they have so much history already, like especially with Hunter and Crosshair. But it was very fitting for him to stay behind, and I really think he's going to try his best because he feels like he belongs with the Empire, that like he's doing very well by them and how they just dominate everything. Like, just to even think that this one government needs to take over, the Empire needs to take over the entire galaxy.
The
like
whole galaxy.
Like how that's like such basic dominating like thinking, because everyone's so different, and not only like with Earth, like how many cultures we have. Like you have different species that breathe different airs and live very differently than humans do, and all different types of species. So it's just insane to think that way, that you need that much control over everything, because it'll just make order and peace amongst and it's just insane to think that way, because it doesn't work that way, But
do as I say or you're done.
This was very emotional. I mean, seeing Kamino and everyone because everyone lost so much. This is their home. Like, it's been their home forever. Like, that's their home. And you really think about it. And so them having those moments of looking back, seeing everything destroyed and nothing there, it's just water. Like, I really felt that moment.
Me too,
Yeah, and even the trooper saying to Rampart that it's over, it's done. We've destroyed it.
His voice
and he
was
said
shaking.
it, and he said it hesitantly, like,
Everyone was affected by it. It was insane. It was very sad. So we have heard before about Omega, and she said that I was there when you guys were getting experimented on or enhanced or whatever.
Yeah, so she was older than her.
Yeah, I kind of thought that, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe she means that in a different context, which I didn't know, but I just kind of like...
It really didn't click until they said it this time. I mean,
that's right. I did hear it, but I didn't think much of it, because I was like, I didn't really put the math together, because I was like, okay, so she is a direct clone from Jango Fett. So I knew she would age more like a human, right? But that still doesn't make sense for her to be there. Like, how young was she, like, at this time? Was she the same age? Because now she's not aging at all.
No, she isn't.
Does she even age at all, really? Like, is she super slow, like double the length of a human life or something? Like, how old is she?
She must be extra special. They really wanted her.
Yeah, to actually have someone live that long. I mean, it's incredible. Maybe they didn't think she'd stay a kid for that long. Maybe she has some Yoda DNA, or what about that? Like, something there, because Yoda lives forever, not forever, but he's like how many hundreds and hundreds of years old? I mean, so it makes it kind of wonder, because if they were planning on making more people like Omega, they would have to be a child forever. I mean, she's so mature and she can handle so many things like an adult. Like, it's very impressive. But that makes more sense now. So we just keep labeling her as a kid because she's physically one, but mentally she's an adult, and that's why she can make all these. I mean, as a kid too, like, it was pretty incredible to see. But to know that, she does have a lot more experience, even though she was in Kamino most of her life.
And that's why the Empire really wants Nala Se.
Yeah. So to have them as children for that long, though, still makes me like, can you really benefit from that? You'll have the smarts and everything, and she does very well in dangerous situations. I don't think it really matters for being an adult. So you can have them. So you can have them be as a kid for a long time, and it doesn't matter. You can still benefit from that. And so that's pretty incredible. I'm curious what you guys have to say about that. If you want to leave your comments below, we could discuss it. And very shocking.
Oh, it's right. Yeah,
it was. And I do kind of feel for Crosshair, because I kind of felt like in some moments that he does want to be part of the Bad Batch, like, but he's so quiet
Stubborn.
in
He's
his
so
movements.
stubborn too.
And when he was shooting the gun down toward Omega to save her, I mean, at that moment, he doesn't say anything to Hunter, and Hunter's
That's
like,
right.
and we're all thinking, oh my God, are you serious?
I know, I got so
Yeah.
mad. I'm like, really? You do that now?
But I mean, he doesn't say anything. He's like, I just, do it. But he contributed. He was part of the team. He thought of something and he just did it.
Yeah, and I think because he didn't want to owe Omega, I think he also did it because he did want to save her at that point, because he's starting to realize that they're still good and they do care, and Crosshair is just too stubborn where he wants to follow orders and be a good soldier.
Yeah.
Like he literally wants that. So I think it was a mix of the two, and it was very dramatic, but I think that was more for us, because usually when things happen, just thinking it this way where, in a real situation, it looks in a quick moment like it's something bad, but it's supposed to be a dramatic effect, or it was slower for us watching, with the barrel in his face, and then the glares back and forth.
Oh my God,
But all in real time, it probably was like only a couple seconds, and like, holy crap. But I am happy he did save her. I said something before that maybe Crosshair's a good swimmer or something, but it would make sense that he would have some kind of grappling hook or something to go fetch her out of the water. And AZ too. I thought that was sad. Like, we like a lot of the androids. We feel for them. R2, oh my God. Like in Clone Wars when he blew up, I was like, what? Like, no way. And we lose a lot of androids that we really care about. And in this particular moment with AZ fading and starting to sink, like, that was truly emotional. Like, I really felt the gravity of the situation, and I thought he was lost to the sea. I'm like, there's no way they could retrieve him unless they go back to Kamino, at a different time when things are safer with a ship and try to find him. But that's like a needle in a haystack. You have currents underwater, animals messing with stuff underwater.
Right. Battery's gone, so there's not even like an indicator to find him.
I thought he was going to be just done, so I'm really happy that Crosshair was able to save both of them. That was great.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, because he was pivotal in this episode. I mean, AZ really, he saved the day. Thank God they had him, because he knew what was safe, what was the safe route. This is the safest, going through the tunnel.
That's good.
Even though you see cracks everywhere and there's a monster outside.
The monster,
and,
yes. The monster. That's scary.
He logically, because he's, there's no emotion with androids. So just, this is the way to go, and they listened.
Yeah.
And he
was
saved
really
them
good.
all, putting him into the medical tubes, and
And I love how he cares so much, because remember when he was with Tup and everything, like he was so, just this is what I have to do, and he wasn't like open-minded to other things.
He had to kind of like manipulate what he would logically
you could save someone doing this, because he's all about, well, I have to save people and I can't go against my orders, and he really cared so much in this. Like, he had more of a human personality, and he was like freaked out by Omega, and his voice was cracking, like, oh, I didn't want to be left alone too. Like, so it was kind of selfish too, but he did really care for her. But he did a lot, and he did save them, so I was happy about that. I mean, Crosshair interacting with everyone, I thought was perfect for this episode alone, because in one episode, so many bad things happen that are so dire, and they all have no choice but to work together to get out of there. But he's so stubborn and strong that he can't help but try to find something wrong in everything. So even though he was still debating and fighting with Hunter a bit, luckily nothing got physical. I was waiting for that with Wrecker, and then Wrecker being hurt and being like, oh, well, I still imagined us like taking you back, and he's really hurt
he
by
just
that.
has to be mentally, and he's just going to be insulting, and
it's so insulting, your little minds, and he just says awful things. But even Crosshair says you shouldn't take it so personally, and I'm like, you are taking just as personally
personal
too
than anyone.
I mean, his personality is very different than Hunter's, but it doesn't matter. Like, you are handling it the same way, where you're just very insulted and feel betrayed by them. We heard all of his emotion before when they first confronted each other, and he's like, you betrayed me and you left me. And so he totally has personal feelings involved as well.
He's got a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that he can understand and come up with a truce or something with them, and hopefully join the Bad Batch again. But I think it was a very fitting ending on how he stayed behind, but they were kind of at okay terms with each other.
Yeah, they were okay.
Seemed like
Yeah, they left it as okay. They're not enemies.
it's up to
Just
him.
because they have disagreements doesn't mean they have it.
That's
They're
right.
going to be enemies.
Yeah.
That's what Hunter wants.
I hope not, yeah.
So it goes.
I mean, for them to interact, we'll see what happens next season. Again, I'm just assuming that we're going to be seeing Crosshair again, but I'm assuming he's going to go against them a few times and then try to persuade them to be like, you should be doing this. Like,
Yeah,
so much good
he
here.
he might go against him if he's, beside Rampart or Tarkin or someone, but
Yeah, or someone else might drive by or fly by and like pick him up like, hey, now you're a slave of this,
That's right.
part of the galaxy. I don't
you
know.
thought that was bad. Wait until
Yeah.
you
Yeah. So guys, we're watching Rebels after this. Woohoo!
Oh wow.
Rebels.
None of us
Great.
have seen it. I'm very excited. We do know that Hera that we saw in the Bad Batch is in Rebels. We don't know if she's a main character. I do know her, as I discussed before, on the Bad Batch from Disney Infinity, I believe, because I have the Rebels characters. But I don't really recall anything special, about their stories. I don't even know if they said anything, because on Disney Infinity, if you know that, you just take the figure and you just put it on a platform and you play the character. So I don't remember actually learning a story or anything. But I think she was in that. But honestly, from Disney Plus, every time we would watch Clone Wars, Rebels would pop up on a big picture wallpaper, and she was on it. So, and she was an adult there. I'm pretty sure that had to be her. Watch me be totally wrong. But I'm pretty sure
that's
that's
the
her.
fun part about
Yeah,
guessing and trying to,
That's right.
visualize what we're going to see. But
And Star Wars is so incredible. We always say that because the lore,
So much.
all the details, and it's just so crazy how much we know now. I want to see our reaction to the Star Wars movies, because we watched those first before any shows.
Yeah.
And even though we understood the basics of stuff, we didn't understand the depth of the stormtroopers, the clones, stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Where we were all I remember we were calling the stormtroopers, I think, or the clones, sorry, we were calling the clones stormtroopers, and then everyone got offended and they're like, no, it's not that way.
yes.
Yeah, so anyways, I'm really happy that we are more educated with it. It's definitely a lot
That's
of
right,
fun. And guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye, guys.
Bye.